Hello, Trans Youth Channel. It has been a long time. My name is Samantha. I am the CEO of Trans Youth Channel, and I am coming to you because I'm sure you've all noticed that we haven't been posting videos in months. And a majority of that is because we discovered something. Several months back in September, I posted another video in regards to our Giving Tuesday campaign, which went off very, very well. But at the same time, I started hinting at a program that we were looking at called the Support Group Program. It was going to be a program that was going to be online, and it would allow support groups in an infinite capacity. And it would cater specifically to the closeted, under-resourced, invisible community. When we were researching that program, we discovered something though. If we were to make this change, we would be the first organization, as far as we're aware, with extensive research, to ever cater to an invisible online community. I'm shocked at the fact that this has not happened in an LGBT community. It's an incredibly disparaging community of individuals who are not being helped. It's almost as if LGBT organizations set up lighthouses and people watching areas along the coast, but never once set out a Coast Guard boat to catch the people who were drowning in the darkness several miles out of the ocean. They only helped the people who managed to come into the light of that lighthouse. And that is a problem. LGBT organizations seem to assume that the invisible community is just going to walk across their threshold to receive support. They recognize that there are plenty of anxieties when it comes to coming out, but they think that coming out is a singular thing, that accessing those resources is just something we have to wait for you to become ready for, when in all reality, the trials, the tribulations, and the hurdles are not in your control. As an invisible individual in our community, you have plenty of things to worry about. Financially speaking, if you're a teenager, you probably don't have a job necessary to cater transition, much less get a home, get an apartment, get a place to live if you're kicked out of your house for being LGBT. Religious issues and financial issues, economic issues just seem to compile and build. And if that's not enough, there's the social issues, the idea of discrimination for being able to use a bathroom. The closeted community needs to be supported, and Trans Youth Channel is going to do it. We are going to make that change. So we are changing up all of Trans Youth Channel to become less of a trans youth organization helping a trans community and more of an organization helping the closeted LGBT community. Our mission as it stands is going to bridge the gap between the largely invisible and questioning online community, the under-resourced community, and the LGBT organizations that are on the coast, the ones that are catering to a largely out community. We are going to seek to make organizations more closet-friendly, and we are going to seek to bring resources to an invisible community that hasn't had it. We're going to be your lifeboat, and we really hope that you, as a community, get behind us. We also recognize that this is a very controversial move to make, especially for Trans Youth Channel. It's in our name that we help trans youth. And it's not to say that we won't be helping trans youth. It's not to say we won't be helping the trans community. We are going to be helping the largely under-supported LGBT community. Our programs will start with an email address. That's it. Anonymous, simple. It can be gender affirming. It could be anything you want in any way, shape, or form, any email address. As long as it's not connected to your daily activities, that email address is private and secure. That allows us to communicate back and forth, for you to ask questions, to be a part of a community, to receive resources that would only be achievable for out individuals. We're going to bring the organizations and the research to you. Our first program will be the weekly digest campaign. We noticed that with all of our videos that we were sending, all of the peer-reviewed journals, all of the different organizations, every single person's voice on YouTube has so much to it that can help you. So every single week, we are going to send out one email on one specific topic around the entirety of the LGBT spectrum. You'll be able to respond to that email, to ask any questions, and we are going to make sure that all of the information in there is completely vetted, completely true resources. You'll be able to save it, you'll be able to download it, you'll be able to do anything you want, and it's going to be through that 100% completely anonymous email. That same email is going to allow you to gain access to our support group program, which is going to be a program that is specifically catered to the invisible community, in which every support group program is going to be headed by a completely knowledgeable facilitator. There will be hundreds of support group programs in our final vision. We're going to start with the trans community, but growing and growing and growing more. We're going to refine a completely 100% organization-endorsed training program. Multiple organizations have already signed up already. We have training materials from Trans Lifeline and SAVA, and we have plenty of other organizations in the process. We are looking at amazing work with this support group program, and that 100% vetted training is going to give you a completely knowledgeable facilitator so that you can communicate and talk with them on your own. You decide whether or not you interact with us over text, over mic, or over video. It's an incredibly powerful program, and we really, really want your support behind this. It's a program that really needs to happen in the LGBT community, and that hasn't happened in the LGBT community. So volunteer with us in order to help us get this support group program and the weekly digest program going. If you can't volunteer with us, that's perfectly fine as well. We still need funds. The support group program is going to be looking at having a full-time volunteer coordinator who's going to be responsible for controlling all of the facilitators, making sure that they're doing their jobs, and making sure that those support groups continue to work. We also need facilitators that are going to be working, and the web processing. We're looking at least $10,000 to $20,000 in order for us to run this program. We have always been crowdsourced, and we have always been successful at crowdsourcing, but we're currently looking at grants. There's plenty that you can do if you're wanting to volunteer your time, or if you would like to donate by clicking this button right here. We really appreciate it, and we would absolutely love to talk with you further about the support group program. Thank you so much for supporting Trans Youth Channel in these past 4 years, and thank you so much for supporting us through this transition. We also do have a survey that we would love the invisible community to take. We want to know where you're closeted, where you're not. We want to know where your struggles and where your anxieties are. So please take the survey that's right down here in the link in the description below. We really appreciate your interaction, and thank you so much. For more information about the support group program or the weekly digest program, go to transyouthchannel.org/weekly digest or /support group program.